Hello everyone and welcome back to Monsters of the Mind. As always, I'm your host Mr.G. Nighttime has always been something people have feared. It's said to bring out the worst in people. After all, at night, no one can really see what they're doing or what someone else is doing. And this fear has led to the creation of one of the most famous monsters of all time. Whether they be wolves, tigers, lions, whatever, humans have always had a fear of were-beasts. The prefix were means man, so whenever you hear someone use the term, it generally means man, whatever animal they've become. They were obviously a species, and they were pretty evil, all things considered. They came from all around the world, and they've been in many folklores. Almost everyone knows what a werebeast is. They're people who are normal during the day, but at night, traditionally on nights of a full moon, they turn into an uncontrollable beast overtaken by animalistic instinct. With there being stories of wolves, tigers, basically any animal deemed scary. Werewolves are often thought to either be a metaphor for predatory behavior, or a way to explain a certain disease that I'm not going to mention here. You can't make me. I refuse to mention it. Find someone else to talk about it. Goodbye. As for their lore, there is a lot of different variables. For example, some stories say that you become a werebeast if you drink water from a footprint. Others claim that you become one if you sleep outside under a full moon. In India, it's believed that were-beasts are evil shapeshifters who, unlike the typical portrayal, can change into beast form any time. In China, it's believed you become a were-beast as a result of revenge by a malevolent spirit. The one thing common amongst were-beast stories is that if you get attacked by one, then you turn into one. As for cures, the Greeks believed that you just had to tire them out and they would be purged. In medieval times, it was believed you could get rid of them by being exposed to the purple flower known as wolfsbane, or by just having them be exorcised. Nowadays, were-beasts are typically portrayed as having a weakness to silver, which originates from 19th century European folklore. And now let's pass over the mic to Vincent to see what he has to say on the subject. Well, as he said earlier, there are a lot of different were-beasts. Personally, I've come across were-wolves, were-tigers, were-lions, were-bears, were-leopards, were-snakes, were-gators, were-sharks, and one time I even saw a were-weasel. It was weird. I don't really have much to say about them besides the fact that do not go out at night, and if you hear any animalistic growling in my world, then you better hide, because were-beasts are known to be pretty unmerciless when they hunt. Now let's look at the cards. So you might have noticed that this video is titled Were-Beasts instead of just Werewolves. That's because they made both a card for werewolves and the Asian were-tigers. As for the werewolf card, it is... yeah, that's a werewolf, alright. I don't really have anything to say here. All I have to say is that on the back, it claims that if you kill a werewolf, it will become a vampire, which is a piece of lore that I don't think I've ever heard anywhere. They don't even mention wolfsbane anywhere on this card, even though werewolves are what they're named after, which is sad. I'm giving this card a 9 out of 10. As for were-tigers, I have no idea what they were trying to go for, because this card claims some things that I don't know what their sources are. It claims that in Bali you have to drink people's guts in a broth to become a were-tiger, and that is something that I don't think I've ever heard. This is going to be a continual problem of Monsters of the Mind, where they make claims that I don't know what their sources are. It's not just mine either. They did this a few times in Monsters of the Past, and they're going to keep doing it with a lot of these cards. This card also gives no mention to the shape-shifting sorcerers, or the fact that were-tigers are often considered to be the result of malevolent ghosts. I give this card a 8 out of 10-ish, because, yeah. Now let's look at were-beasts in popular culture. Dungeons & Dragons has featured plenty of were-beasts, and it's featured both the werewolf and were-tiger. Werewolves have appeared in the Harry Potter book and movie series. On the topic of movies, several have been made about werewolves, the most famous being Universal's The Wolfman, often considered one of the staples of the Universal horror collection. And this movie is responsible for bringing werewolves into the pop culture mindset. There is also an American Werewolf in London, another werewolf movie, which is about exactly what the title says. There was Teen Wolf, about a teenage werewolf. There's the Twilight book series, which is about a girl who's in a love triangle of a vampire and a werewolf. Werewolves are reoccurring enemies in the Castlevania video game series. Famous video game character Sonic the Hedgehog once became a were-beast because, I don't know, they thought it would be cool, I guess. I don't know what their logic here was. On the topic of video games, though, werewolves are pretty common characters in fighting games for some reason. Like Mortal Kombat features a character known as Nightwolf. I don't know if he really counts though, but he could turn into a wolf, so technicalities, I guess. The video game series Killer Instinct has a werewolf named Saberwolf. And Capcom's Darkstalkers has a werewolf named John. Get it? I said John! I am so funny! Get it? I said John! Am I funny? I know one of you might find that word funny. John! John is such a funny name, isn't it? That is so funny! Don't you get it? Aren't you just laughing? Anyway, let's just get back to the thing. The Animal Crossing series has featured both werewolves and were-tigers. Wait, what do you mean those don't count? What do you mean? What are you talking about? They're clearly werewolves. Yes, they are. They're totally werewolves. They're humanoid that look like wolves and tigers and stuff. I mean, the entire series is just full of them, things like that. I mean, next you're gonna tell me something like, I don't know, okay, I can't think of an example, but you know, those are totally werewolves. I think I've talked enough about werewolves for one day. You know, all this talk about shapeshifters in plain sight is making me kind of a bit paranoid, not gonna lie. Luckily, I can rest easy knowing that werewolves haven't invaded us yet, so maybe I'll just go enjoy a nice bowl of Frosted Flakes. Wait. Oh no. Oh no no no. No 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 no. No, that's a were-tiger if I've ever seen one. Okay, maybe I'll just get a bowl of cookie. Oh no! They've invaded. They're here. They're invading our breakfast cereals. Next thing you know, they'll invade us. They'll take over our planet. Everyone we know will become werewolves to them. We will be nothing but sheep to them. They will devour us alive and leave nothing but our bones so they can gnaw on them later. The werewolves will take over. They will take everything away from us. Everything that we like. They will take it over without remorse. Mark my words, they are coming. The werewolves are coming.